Benchmarking is a really powerful feature in Shots to Hole. Depending on what feature of Shots to Hole you're using, benchmarking has a slightly different way of working. In this video, I'm going to focus on how you use the benchmark feature in the putting, sand, short game, which is 0 to 100, approach game, which is 100 to 250, and in the par 4s and par 5s tab. So let's have a look at the short game. In this particular screen, or in these screens, we're going to select two sets of data. The benchmark is on the bottom, and in the top area, which is the compare area, you'll see how the player is comparing to whatever you're benchmarking them against. So I'm going to select all of the rounds for this player, and I'm going to compare him by looking at the Shots to Hole database, and I'm going to bring him up against a handicap range of players that have a handicap between 2 and 4 and are male. In this case, demo player 3, who's being compared, doesn't stack up that well compared to the benchmark. The information in all these screens tell us, firstly, on the top layer, how many times does he have this particular shot in a round of golf, his average number of shots to hole, and in case you don't know, shots to hole is the average number of shots to the hole from the distance range. To the hole means holing it. And finally, we can see the dispersion. In this case, it's set out in meters. Where we see green, this is where our player is better than the benchmark, so he hits the ball closer by 30 centimeters, but has a higher number of shots. So the putting is an issue. But in the other short game areas, he doesn't hit the ball closer, and he also has more shots. I could, for example, compare him to his last 5 rounds, and we can see some subtle differences. This is a great tool to see how your player stacks up with a lot of detail about proximity to hole, shots to hole numbers, and the frequency that this particular shot comes up in the course of a round.